Okay, my outstanding friends, you might as well sit down now because you shall be on the floor momentarily. This is a Scorpzilla, and this is a Scorpzilla's eye, and Scorpzilla runs all the way a long ways. This is where his shoulder begins. Let's back out from Scorpzilla. Of course, this is his face, and most dragons have a big bump on their nose, which Scorpy does, and he runs all the way until his scorpion tail becomes evident back here. That's his scorpion tail. Now, what happened to his scorpion tail when he died? Well, it seems to have a little ejecta. You see that? This is like ejecta juice coming out of the Scorpzilla's tail. Now, you see how this is like, and then it's exactly perfectly heighted, and this drops down a mile or more. Up here we're at minus 3,500 feet approximately. Here we're at minus 10,700 feet. So it's over a mile deep from here to there. That's how big Scorpzilla's Scorp is. Now, so let's follow his tail all the way back. So we got Scorpzilla's tail going back, all the way up his body, all his whatever, feathers or wings or whatever, all the way up to Scorpzilla's head, which is up here, and Scorpzilla's eye, which is here, and his bumpy nose, which is there. Now, let's take a look at his digestive system, because anything that lives has to have a digestive system. And the crazy thing is, my name is Spur, and his anus is also named Mount Spur. That right there is literally a rectum. Alright? This right here, if you, let me move this a little bit so that it makes a little more, well, it's good enough. You see this? This is the tube coming straight out. It literally is a tube. You see the tube? This here is rolling over the top of the tube. This is just more, shadow. But this is the architecture of that tube. It runs right up there, just like a cannon shooting out of here. And when this thing goes off, it spits all its goop down into here. Right there. And I think to me, it looks like every time it pooped, it made another one of these squirters. You know, this is like in the side of your intestines, you have these little pinchers that pinch it and squirt it out. And that is coming right out of Mount Spur. And all this is right at the end of its digestive system. You see these colors? Whenever you see colors like this, and all these different little lakey colors, you are in a digestive system. And then you have to try to figure it out from there. But it'll always end up pooping out somewhere. And there it is right there, and there's the poop. Alright, so now, that was just the start of the day. Alright, so don't forget, this is the newly found Scorpzilla. And there's his head right up here. Now, I've got a tag over here because I was looking at the Colorado River. Now, this Scorpzilla is a very, very, very large creature, as all the giant dragons were, basically. Now, alright, so that's pretty good right there. Now, what do we have here? Scorpzilla's head is over here. Alright, that's the west coast of the United States. Now, what did I peg here? Where do you see this? This I found very interesting. Because somebody was asking me, a friend of mine, to look at some things out in this area. And I know that the Colorado River is in desperate trouble. And I can tell you what, this is, again, these are digestive systems. Now, I don't know if the Earth is actually literally a living creature, and all this water and everything is running out of it, like veins and arteries and so forth, and we're killing the Earth, which we are. Fracking and all this stuff, they're killing the Earth, no question whatsoever. If it was alive, it's not much longer for this world. Now, So where are we going to look? We want to look at this Colorado River. And where did it come from? Where the hell did Colorado start? So I'm going up, back, and I get to this area up here. And I say, well, you know, it's a pretty good amount of water. And you see the different colors? Something's squirting out some other wrong, crazy color. You got this crazy color up here. This is all digestive system as well. Now, I believe this is the reabsorptive area that is pulling back waters from body tissues, which is exactly what happens in your rectum and so forth. Now, where did it come from? Well, we can see there's a lot of biological, really good stuff right here. In just one exact spot. Exact spot. You see this out here? They're not going to grow anything right there, I don't think. Everything's doing fine here, and with a little bitty trickle coming through here. This is not natural. Just an actual, you know, the wind blew that like that way. No, it didn't. That is biological. That has got something to do with absorption. And these are absorbing fluids that, like in your intestines, you have absorptive areas where they absorb back things that would normally be flushed out of you. And we've got one absorption area over here and one over here. You see it? Same stuff. Only this one's got like a different color to the, is it black, and this one's green. Now, and that's, I would suspect that if it was vein and artery, and that could very well be. Like I say, I don't know, this is a crazy looking creature to me, but I can see the red and I see the black. And anytime I see that, I think of arteries and veins. That's exactly what happens. Now, what happened right down here? They started to merge. Right there, they became one. Now, when I see that, I think of an avian digestive system where it just merges the poop and the you know, fluid, urine and all that stuff merges together and forms all this biology, which is things growing and this kind of stuff. You see how everything's green and flush and lush right there, but right next to it, nothing. That's because this was a digestive system, and it's got all the colors of the digestive system. And even these layerings are indicative of some kind of a layering of a intestine or something. Now, as we follow this down, you see it collects down here a little bit. But all of this, and then you see all these different, but this is probably salts, or I'm not sure what. But what happens is in your reabsorption of your fluids, that's what happens in your intestines just before you poop. It reabsorbs all this stuff back in. And apparently that was what was happening back here. Because then you have a little tiny trickle coming down here. And everybody's growing stuff in there. And then it gets a little better and a little better. And there's growing little offshoots in here. Hold on a second. Okay, my friends, this is going to be another one of those stunners. You see that? Yeah, it looks like somebody painted green on there. You say, oh, no, 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 that's just a reflection. No, it is not. No, 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 it is not. It is carpeted with green, and then it has sloughed off this edge here and slid down. This, my friends, is about as green, mossy as you can get. And every time I talk to you guys, I say, if you see green moss, that was growing on fleshy skin, mostly skin and blood. And guess what? That's what it is here, skin and blood. Oh, Roger, you've gone off the deep edge. No, I haven't. The deep edge went off long ago. I didn't have to be there with it.